Good evening, everyone. This is Rodney with the Triton Wave Market Outlook for Wednesday, November 21st, 2012. All right, let's take a look at the S&Ps, the E-mini futures. I'm using E-signal for this demonstration, which is what my provider is. Okay, this huge candle that went up on Monday. I actually thought it was going to reach 380. I think I said 1385, which was this 1320. I'm sorry. The one. This is the 144 exponential moving average, the green line. So it spent today on Tuesday exceeding that by a few points. It went up to 3. It actually peaked there overnight at 386. It went up. Hang on 1 second. Sorry about that. Had to get the phone. It actually peaked up there and has not gone much further. On the overnight session tonight, on Tuesday evening, it's now like 8:45 Central Time. You can see it's gone up to the 20. That is the 21 period moving average, and it backed off from there. So we'll see what happens if we squinch this up a little bit. This is definitely a major short covering rally, but I don't think it's going to be very long lived. I think part of it is it was basically let alone what the waves were saying, which was that it was going up. The kickoff was the Republican and Democratic agreement to do something about the fiscal cliff, and then it turned around and went up yesterday, and today it turned around. It was actually down about 1,000 points or 10 points, 10 S&P points, until I'm sorry, it was up about 200 or 300, and then Bernanke spoke and it was down 1,000. Market went from down 17 to down 95 in a matter of like 25 minutes, and then it bounced back. So fundamentally, he said there is nothing that he can do after if the fiscal cliff happens, if we go over the fiscal cliff. And also, he said, at best, we can have a minor recovery. Other people have said like 2%, 2.25%, which really isn't enough to sustain us. That's what's going on fundamentally. I think part of this rally is a Thanksgiving rally, and it's fooling a lot of people, and they think that this turn at 1340 was the bottom. It's not the bottom. We have a long way to go to the downside. So we'll see what happens overnight. I think this is going to top out right here. At the very, very best, we could sneak up to 1,400 on the S&P, but I just don't think that's going to happen. If we shrink this up a little bit, we can see what happened. Okay, these are the ABC waves, and I tried to find an ABC wave that worked on this, and I couldn't find actually ABCs or Triton waves that were really good, because it was kind of, this is like today's action. It was kind of like sideways to up, then Bernanke spoke, it tanked down to the 377, and then it bounced back again. So there were a few plays on this, on the B wave, down around 1140, and then you would use the next higher wave up, the A wave, to cover, and then you could go long again on the B wave. And basically, you're still in it, except for the fact that right here, there is a non-confirmation high. So this cash high and this cash high is a higher high, and this wave is a lower high. So let's see what that looks like on. It doesn't. You can see it if you have the ABC waves. You can see it better on that. It just doesn't show it on the Triton waves, on the same 1597. So let's go down a little bit to the 987. Okay, this white hash mark is the beginning of the day, And you could have used the Triton wave 1, which is this one right here for in, out, in, out. They get you in about, actually, that's not a good one. It's kind of a slow day, so it's hard to see. Okay, here we go. If you use the 610, you would have much better executions on just day trading this. And if you don't know where it's going to turn, you just take two, 3 points and get out. And that's the beauty of it. So you could take like 2 or 3 points 4 or 5 times today. Let's see what this looks like on the ABC waves. Actually a little bit better. Okay, so got you in on the B wave, and then out, and then in again, and then out. And wherever these are, just look at the top of the line here, and you can see the peaks and troughs. And here and in, and got you out a little bit, but got you back in again, unless you're using the pink wave, the long wave on the B wave. So overall, the biggest thing that I've been using is the way that I saw the turn was the A wave that happened just before the low on Monday. I'm sorry, on wait a minute, this is okay, that turnaround was on Friday. So the A wave went slightly above 0 before that, and the same thing happened, and the B wave went above 0 just after that, and now it's taking you down at 11 o'clock today, even though it did go down, and then it went back up again. So this is forming a double peak with a lower high on the A wave. Now let's see what this looks like here. And T1 hasn't quite crossed below 0 yet. I like the conservative play in the T wave. What I noticed also was that it came up and hit the 377 on the 21-minute cash. Okay, I stated that I like Goldman to the downside, and I still do. Only T1 is below 0, and it popped up on Monday, went sideways to down today. Actually, on the 21-minute, just went completely sideways. This brought you above 0 on the Friday push, and just the last hash mark, just before the close today, went to minus 0.02. So that was. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. It should go. I'm looking forward on a downside play back to about 105. This is moving below 0, and T5 is below 0 on the main wave. So let's see what. And the same thing. C wave, the main wave is below 0, and this started going below 0 completely on the A wave at about 12:45 today. So there can be surprises. This is an early warning system. It may go up and hit 118, 119, but I have this as a play to the downside. All right, Apple I thought was going to reach a maximum of 565. It went a few points higher. My line in the sand here was, or 567, was the 233 exponential moving average on the daily. It actually moved up to the 21 period moving average and then backed off a little bit. So it was up a few points in the morning, and then it was down 8 or 10 or 11. I think it was down 14 from the high at one point. It was down 17 from the high at one point, and then came back a little bit and then moved up. So I like that the A wave is about to go below 0, and the C wave is already below 0. So you can follow these along if you have them at home, if you have them on your computer, or they are available at Trade the Market, and I'll put up a page at the end to see where you can get them. So far the T1 has not gone below 0. It's a little more conservative a wave, but I like this to the downside. Let's see what the 987 looks like on this. Okay, this was saying a buy right at the turn here on Friday, right here, T4, and a sell right here at 563. So we're near the top. It mostly called the top and the bottom on that. And this now T4 rolled into T5, so it doesn't really matter what T1 does. Okay, Amazon, I still like Amazon to the downside, but not yet. We have to wait till some of these smaller waves, the T1 and T2 are moving up to sideways, and the stock seems to want to go up. It's been going against the market on the upside for the last two. It seems to have more strength than what the waves are going to indicate. What the waves are indicating. So going to give that a little more chance to run. I wouldn't touch this until T4 was below 0, or let's look at the B wave was completely below 0. So that's pink and blue. I don't know what color it is on your machine, but that's what it is. Okay, that's all I have for tonight. It's a short video. I still think that we are in for sideways to upward movement, but we will begin a downturn again in the market either Friday, which is a half day, or starting Monday. So if you want to preserve your 401ks and not make them 201ks, I suggest you start taking some profits on this run up in the market. And get yourself some puts on the SPY. Actually, let's take a look at the SPY here. SPY. But okay, SPY gave us a sell signal up here. The C wave is below 0. It has been, never came back up. Even with this huge push up to 377, it didn't push up, and this is about to fade completely below 0 the last time that happened. This is good for 3 to 4 points on the SPY. So the SPYs are about to go down below 0. Let's see what the Triton waves look like. Not quite the same. Okay, that's all I have. Have a good evening. I am taking Thanksgiving off, so there will not be any video Thursday for Friday, and the next update will be on Sunday evening. Good luck trading. Have a wonderful holiday with your family and friends, and I will see you on the next update. Okay, here's the page where you can get, if you don't have the ABC waves, you can get them at Trade the Markets. Look under Trading Indicators, or just go to tradethemarkets.com products department to see if you can just copy that. I'll leave it up for a second. Or you can call this number. They are available for TradeStation, eSignal, Sierra Charts, and Ninja. Have a great weekend.